This is the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. We have assembled the world's finest sports and trivia dorks to prove once and for all that we are just as bad at this as we were at sports.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, sports trivia for those of us who rode the pine. I'm your host, Dan. Today's game will be pitting the Benchwarmer team of Eric and Matt versus Benchwarmer Scott and newcomer Chris Shen. Welcome to the bench, Chris. Why don't you take a moment to let us know where you're from, what teams you root for, or anything else you'd like to share?
Well, I'm from the outside of Worcester, which is in Massachusetts. So I'm about 30 miles from Boston. I cheer for all the Boston teams, Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox. And then because of where I went to college, I'm also an Ohio State fan, but I didn't go to Ohio State.
You've got all kinds of people loving you today then, aren't you?
Yes. I've had a lot of championships to celebrate in the last 20 years.
Yeah, you have. I mean, it's been what?
Yep.
A good 3-4 months since you've had one, right?
It's been longer than that.
Well,
almost
we
a
just
year.
haven't had any sports. That's why.
Yeah.
Scott, how you doing today?
I'm good, Dan. It was just brought to my attention that I'm at an even 500 record as a bench warmer. So this is the swing game here. So, if Eric and Matt want to take it easy on me, that's cool.
All right. Do you have a team name for me today?
Yeah. So, my partner here, Chris, being a Celtics fan and a Larry Bird fan, we decided that we are going to be Larry and Magic because he likes Larry and I, like most people, like Magic.
Like Magic the concept or Magic the point guard?
Magic the Gathering, actually. No. Magic Johnson.
All right. Eric and Matt, how's it going today, Eric?
Yes, it is. No, I'm excited. I was able to get the kid in bed. Came down here and play some trivia, so I'm happy.
All right, Matt, what's going on in Wisconsin?
Oh, it's still it's August, so nice and humid out and everything like that. So it's great. I did some, got to put a new screen on a screen door today, and I put the spring on it so there's a whack when it hits the door. I love that. It's my favorite. So, yeah. Eric, is it time yet? We can cut this out. So is it time yet to announce any special
no,
news?
I did last time. You missed it.
He already did, man.
Sorry, I didn't know you were supposed to be on. So anyway, my wife's pregnant. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks. I don't know how much congratulations
and
is. It's gonna suck.
I'm really excited.
So am I. And we've decided that because Eric and I are the perfect combo, because he knows a lot of stuff post 1980, and I know a lot of useless crap before 1980, that we're the perfect duo. So our name today is going to be the 1972 Dolphins.
Ooh. So I got the 1972 Dolphins against Larry and Magic. So
I think Larry Bird would just kick the crap out of Mercury Morris, though.
as we would all hope he would.
Yeah, Mercury Morris needs to be probably.
I actively am cheering for any team except for the Packers, but any other team to go undefeated just to shut him up. Any other team.
I remember you talking about that, and that when the Patriots lost to the Giants.
Thanks for the reminder.
Oh, that's right. Well, that was 2008, right?
Well, it's a 2007 season. 2008.
Yep, that was the game the Packers should have been playing.
Oh, geez, here we go.
Oh, here we
We're
go.
going down this rabbit
Here
hole
we go.
already.
I was at that NFC Championship game, far through that interception.
Dan, do you have tailgate questions?
I
Dan?
do. We'll get there. Trust me, we'll get there. Well, anyway, now that we've gotten all that out of the way, now on to the rules.
We will be starting off with the tailgate to warm up the teams. This will be followed by 4 quarters of play, each with a different trivia style. The styles of quarters 1 through 3 will change from show to show, and I will explain them as we go along. Like any good sporting event, we will have a halftime show after the second quarter with entertainment questions pertaining to sports. And in the fourth quarter, our teams will wager from the points they've accumulated to see who are today's clipboard captains, to be honored like the true benchwarmers they are. All right, let's get this game underway.
It's time for the tailgate. consisting of 3 warm-up questions worth 10 points each. Tailgate question number 1. When LeBron James joined the Miami Heat in 2010, he was forced to switch uniform numbers from 23 to 6 because the number 23 was retired. Whose number 23 is hanging from the Raptors in Miami?
I'm pretty sure I know this, Eric.
You sure? Go ahead.
Yeah, we can check in.
All right, the 72 Dolphins are checked in, and that's not going to sound weird the entire time we're doing this. Larry and Magic, feel free to talk it out.
Chris is very adamant that it's not Harold
Yes.
Miner, so
Baby Jordan.
I'm inclined to agree with you on that.
I mean, I'm trying to think of old Heat players, you know.
I don't think they have too many retired numbers. I mean,
Yeah.
they haven't been around, too long.
It's not like everybody retired Jordan because obviously LeBron still wears it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not Alonzo Mourning. Obviously, it's not.
Ronnie Cycli, I was trying to think. It was like, I don't know what number he wore, but
I hope it wasn't 23. But I don't know. It's not Tim Hardaway. I don't know how many other retired jerseys they have up to 2010. You know what I mean? It's not like they retired Wade. Obviously, Wade was still playing. What about like a coach or front office? Could it be Pat Riley for some reason?
But he was still coaching. Was he still coaching them?
Well, he was Spoelstra was the coach. He was still in the front office.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to pull it.
I don't really have anything either. I mean, out of everything we've said, I don't even necessarily feel better about one than the other. Do you want to go Ronnie Cycli just because it's the first one you named?
Sure.
And Eric has the basketball card, so we'll do that.
And I don't think anybody knows how to spell his name.
No.
No.
All right, so we'll check in with Ronnie Cycli.
All right, Larry and Magic is checking in with Ronnie Cycli. 72 Dolphins. What did you come up with?
I remember this. I don't know if it's true, but I'm going to say it. I'm pretty sure there's some weird thing where after he retired, the Dolphins, the Heat were going to be starting a movement to have everybody retire the number 23 for Michael Jordan. So we checked in with Michael Jordan.
Checking in with Michael Jordan. Well, the correct answer is that number 23 is Michael Jordan's number. And that's not the only weird thing the Heat have done. Besides Chris Bosh, Dwayne Wade, Tim Hardaway, and Alonzo Mourning, Jordan's 23 is hanging in the rafters, as is Dan Marino's number 13. However, the 13 isn't actually retired as a number to be used. They can still use the number 13, but it is still hanging from the rafters with the retired number. That'll bring us to question number 2 in the tailgate round. The nation of Canada officially recognizes 2 national sports. Ice hockey being the national sport of the winter, and this sport being the national sport of summer.
We can check in.
72 Dolphins have checked in. Larry and Magic, talk it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's lacrosse. Yeah, I know it's lacrosse. We don't even have to talk it out, I don't think. I mean, unless Scott has something.
Not at all. But yep, you're good.
All right, you're checking in lacrosse. 72 Dolphins, what did you say?
Yep, lacrosse.
Points all around on that one. I'm not getting anything past you. It is lacrosse.
Except the first question.
On to question number 3 in the tailgate round. Now, let's see if you were paying attention, because this was discussed on the bench. How many points are available in a game of snooker on a maximum break?
I actually blocked that post, so.
To be fair, I believe I said this would come up on another episode that I hosted. Them chickens have come home to roost. Okay, 72 Dolphins have confidently checked in. Larry and Magic, see if it will help to talk it out.
It won't. Take it away, Chris, with our answer.
Well, we were talking about 32 and a half because that splits Larry Bird and Magic Johnson's number. But, I mean, I don't even have a basis for snooker. I don't even know how many. I didn't even know they kept points in snooker.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
No idea.
Don't
remember the post.
Should we say 32 just because that was Alonzo Mourning?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, we'll check in with 32.
All right, Larry and Magic are checking in with 32. And 72 Dolphins, what did you say?
I remember something about it has to hit a red ball first, and then it has to hit the last ball in. So both of those have to be potted in the same time. And I don't remember, but I for some reason 14 sticks in my head, but I'm sure it's wrong.
Well, with the two scores of 32 and 14, I'm almost embarrassed to say the correct answer is 147. Now, listen, I'm going to give you how this works one more time. There are 15 red balls. Once you pocket a red ball, the ball stays down, but then you get to shoot at one of the other 6 balls that are on the table. They're worth anywhere from 2 to 6 points. If you hit the black one, and that one's worth 6. I'm sorry, not 6, 7. 2 to 7 points. The black one's worth 7. So if you hit a red ball, then a black one, the black one comes out and gets spotted again right where it was. Then you hit another red ball, another black one, another red one, another black one. Perfect game is 147 points. And I'm sure that will be remembered next time I ask about this. After the tailgate round, looks like right now we have a score of the 72 Dolphins with 20 and Larry and Magic with 10. Today's first quarter will be the Dean's List.
The Dean's List. For this quarter, there will be 3 lists containing 10 items, where the teams will go back and forth, guessing the items on the list. If a team guesses incorrectly, the other team can attempt to finish out that list. Each team is allowed 1 mulligan to be used after an incorrect guess. Each item is worth 10 points.
Our first Dean's List question tonight will be, I'd like you to name the sports with the top 10 fastest projectiles. And I'm going to tell you what that means. That means that it is something that is being put into movement by a human, not by any machinery. So it's human powered and the fastest 10 projectiles, the sports with the fastest 10 projectiles. And we will start with Larry and Magic.
I think we can go with that one, Chris.
All right. So we're going to check in with baseball.
With the top speed reaching a record of 105 miles an hour, baseball is number 8 on the list.
I think we can go with that first one.
Yeah, that has to be number 1.
It has to be, yeah. We're going to go with Highlight.
Highlight, with speeds reaching a record 187 miles an hour, is number 3 on the list.
Wow. 3?
I think they're probably all on there.
Yeah. Do you want to just go with the first one that we agreed with?
Yeah, probably.
All right, so we'll check in with tennis.
Tennis, with top speed on a serve of 163 miles per hour. Tennis is number 5.
So the shuttlecock really takes off in this sport. I'm pretty sure it's super fast. We're going to go with badminton.
With the shuttlecock reaching a top speed so far of 259 miles per hour. Badminton is number 1 on the list.
Wow.
Yep.
259. Crazy.
We're going to go with hockey.
With the fastest shot ever recorded being 114 miles per hour, hockey is number 7 on the list.
Matt, that one I just sent you has to be top 3. So
Yeah, you're probably right. Go for it.
We're going to go with golf.
Yes, a properly hit golf ball can reach up to 211 miles an hour, making golf number 2.
Just saying that we have 1, 2, and 3. I'm Scott, just letting you know that. So
I don't care what numbers there are as long as they're in the top 10, man.
We're looking at numbers 4, 6, 9, and 10.
All right. You want me to check in?
Yeah.
We'll check in with lacrosse.
Lacrosse does not make the list. Would you like to use your mulligan?
4 more.
Yeah, this is that tough area. I mean, we can only really get 2 more, right? I mean,
yeah.
If we continue on, I don't know if it's worth.
How many points is each question or each answer worth?
They're each worth 10.
So best case, we stay down 10. Worst case, we lose 40 more points, so we're down 50.
Yeah, that's a tough spot to be in. The problem is there's 4 left, and that one there's the only one that we've really said that hasn't been said yet,
Eric, what do you think? Should they go for it?
I mean, based on, history.
Why don't you give them an example of something that they might be thinking of?
So. I mean, I could give you some answers, but I'm not hosting, so.
Don't let him say bowling ball.
Yeah, I can throw those 8-pound balls pretty hard.
I'd hate to lose it at the end or use it at the end here when we need it later.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm more inclined to keep it.
All right. Yep.
All right, so not using the mulligan. That means that 72 Dolphins, you can talk this out.
So I think, how about we go with soccer because we both kind of agree on that. Yes, no?
We're going to go ahead and check in with soccer.
With speeds reaching up to 131 miles an hour, soccer is number 6.
Take a shot with squash.
With speeds reaching 176 miles an hour, squash is number 4 on the list.
And a kid.
All right.
So we have 2 left. So racquetball might still be on there then.
So what do we have it down to? We've got racquetball, cricket.
They already said lacrosse, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to think of.
Wait, what about that one? You said it earlier. We didn't even come across it.
Which one?
Table tennis.
Oh, yeah. Table tennis.
Right? Yes? No? Let's go with it.
Let's go ahead and do that. Let's check in with table tennis.
With the world's fastest return at 72 miles an hour, table tennis is number 10.
All right. Now I say we go with racquetball. But...
All right. Whatever. I'm
All right, racquetball.
Racquetball is not on my list. Would you like to use your mulligan?
No. But good call, bud, with the squash and over racquetball. Good call.
All right. Well, the one sport that you were not able to name was said, and that is the ball can go pretty fast, 100 miles per hour for cricket.
Sorry, bud.
Oh, that's fine. No way of knowing.
For our next Dean's List, let's transition from the world of smaller sports, and let's go back to the NFL. I'd like you to name the players with the most sacks in the NFL since the year 2000.
Oh, gee.
And we will be starting with the 72 Dolphins.
I like that better than
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too.
All right.
I was just. Do you want to go with that first?
Yeah, let's go with that first.
And then let me say I was just about to type the gap tooth guy, but I can't think of what his name is. So we'll go with Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan is not on the list.
All right,
would you like to use your mulligan?
No, you don't. You don't have to use it.
Well, but then I also think that if we got it that bad on the first one,
right?
Yeah, there's a whole other Dean's List.
Oh my gosh! Oh,
I mean, we can throw names out there, but I don't know that I'm going to know any of them for sure.
What about him?
Yeah, he'll probably be on there.
So the question is, are you going to use?
Are we using it or are we saving it?
Let's do it.
We're going to use it.
Mulligan.
Wow. Never would have thought I'd strike out on the first one. All right. We're going to go. You good with that name?
Yeah, let's go there.
Let's go with Von Miller.
Von Miller with 106 sacks is number 9 on the list.
Oh, jeez.
All right, we'll check in with Dwight Freeney.
Dwight Freeney with 125 and a half sacks is number 6 on the list.
All right, we're going to go with former Kansas City Chief, Jared Allen.
With 136 sacks, the man, the myth, the mullet, Jared Allen is number 4 on the list. And I heard what you did there. You're not going to get away with it.
We're going to check in with Dwight Freeney's longtime teammate, Robert Mathis.
With 123 sacks, Robert Mathis is tied for number 7 on the list.
Then we'll go with former Carolina Panther, Julius Peppers.
With 159 and a half sacks, Julius Peppers is number 1 on the list.
Yeah,
Go with that one,
works.
Chris. We're going to go with someone that's actually still active, Terrell Suggs.
With 139 sacks, Terrell Suggs is number 2 on the list.
Go with it.
All right. We're going to go with DeMarcus Ware.
with 138 and a half sacks. DeMarcus Ware is number 3 on the list.
You like that one?
Yeah, I'm just looking back through who else we mentioned.
Pretty good. We're going to check in with former number 1 overall pick, Marielle Williams.
Marielle Williams is not on the list. Putting you in the same position you were last time, do you want to use your mulligan?
In this time, at least, we have more knowledge.
There are 3 names left on this list, number 5, number 8, and number 10.
Well, they used theirs already, though, so.
Whatever you want to do.
I say we hold on to it.
Okay.
All right, you're going to hold on to their mulligan. So we can go back to the 72 Dolphins, and you can try to talk the rest of this out.
All right, some of the names that we both thrown out there were Matthews, but no, I don't think he had a couple of 2-3 years where he was a leader or top on the leaderboard, but not high up enough, sustained long enough. You brought up Chandler Jones. I think that's a good one. Then you said Cameron Wake, which made me think of Cameron Jordan Cameron. It made me laugh too. So let's go with
Cameron Wake.
With Cameron, which one? Cameron Wake.
Yeah.
Cameron Wake is not on the list.
Uh-oh.
So the 3 that we were not able to name, coming in at number 5, very sneaky total, 133 and a half for John Abraham.
Oh,
He was on my short list that I was thinking in my head.
I was going to say the Falcons. Yeah.
The other player tied at number 7 with Robert Mathis, and it's very ironic that the 72 Dolphins did not come up with this name.
Yep.
Jason Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
And number 10 with 105 and a half sacks, Elvis Dumerville.
You know what? When you said Von Miller, I was going to say, who was that guy that was traded but then not traded and then traded or whatever? So wasn't that Elvis Dumerville?
No Marielle Williams, but Elvis Dumerville.
Yeah. Strahan scared me off of Jason Taylor. He was one of the first guys I thought of, but then I'm like, Strahan's not on there. Jason Taylor's probably not on there, but hey.
Right. Good list, Dan. I like it.
Yeah, very good.
I didn't like it.
I'll do a tight end one next time, just for you. On to our final Dean's list. There are 12 Red Sox players that have won the American League batting title. 2 of them are Billy Goodman and Pete Runnels. I'd like you to name the other 10. And this one will go to Larry and Magic.
Yeah, let's take, one of the easier ones off the table, since we know that he won the Triple Crown. So we know he's guaranteed to be on there. We're going to go with Carl Justrinski.
In 1963, 1967, and 1968, Carl Yastrzemski won the batting title. Over to the 72 Dolphins.
Yeah, we got to take that one.
Yep.
Because
the one that you wrote?
Yeah, most recent. I want to get the most recent ones out of the way.
Go for it.
We're going to go with Mookie Betts.
In 2018, Mookie Betts.
Everyone you want to pick is just save this one, because I don't know if they're going to know this one. So we should keep that in our back pocket.
Yeah, I mean,
we can say that. If
we'll check in with Ted Williams. I mean, he had 406. That better have won it.
I was waiting for Ted Williams to come off the board. In 1941, 42, 47, 48, 57, and 58 won the AL batting title.
Zubud.
Any of those 3 are good.
Well, you go. You're the one that knows all these, so go ahead.
I know the current ones. I need you in a minute. Let's go with Manny Ramirez.
In 2002, Manny Ramirez.
We'll say Wade Boggs.
In 1983, 1985, 1986, 1987, and 1988, Wade Boggs.
Just so you know, that was on my list.
I'm working from the
one or two that I might know.
I'm working from the other way. Let's go with. You go with the other 2 I sent you.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We're gonna go with Nomar Garcia Parra.
In 1999 and 2000, Noma.
All right, why don't we say that, Chris? Yeah, because we have a mulligan. So
It's nice to have that, right?
We'll check in with Dustin Pedroia.
Dustin Pedroia did not win the batting title. Would you like? Obviously, you are going to use.
I don't know.
Mullen.
Scott has not used one before.
This is true, but we will use it this time. I guess let's get points on the board, right? And let's bring it out now. Go for it.
All right, we'll check in with Billy Mueller, a.k.a. Billy Miller.
In 2003, Bill Miller.
Oh, did I actually come up with one?
Yeah.
I'm just throwing names out there.
I remember seeing that.
Okay. We're going to go with, I would imagine, probably the late 70s, Fred Lynn.
In 1979, Fred Lynn.
Sounds like the three we're shooting around are all maybes. Yeah, I mean, if that's the one you like the most, I say go for it. Your team, man.
All right, we'll check in with Jim Rice.
Jim Rice did not win the batting title. Back to the 72 Dolphins, and you can actually talk it out now.
So you got Runnels and Lansford.
Yeah. I like I've looked at this list many times.
How many are left?
There are 2 left, and I do need to point out that I gave you Pete Runnels to start.
Oh,
jeez. Oh. One of my old school guys. Oh, I can't need to type it out. I think Jimmy Fox might be on there. Or what was the other name you gave me? What was the other 2 names you gave? Runnels and
you said Lansford.
No, what were the 2 names that he gave in the beginning?
Oh, I gave you Billy Goodman and Pete Runnels.
Okay, yeah, let's go.
So Fred.
The old guy.
Not Fred Lynn. I already said that. Yeah. What? Jimmy Fox
like
or
that.
Lansford?
Fox.
Jimmy Fox. Yeah,
Fox.
He's back like in the 30s, I think. Jimmy Fox.
In 1938, Jimmy Fox. There is 1 left.
That's why I need Matt. He covers what I can't.
I thought of him, but he was just a slugger. I didn't think he would have had
nothing left.
Batting average.
Well,
obviously,
I don't know his first name, but I thought Lansford was like 83 or 84 or something.
Sure. What about Babe Ruth?
No,
he wasn't
No. Well, he was with the Red Sox from 14 to 19, but he wasn't as great a hitter as he was when he went with the Yankees.
Okay.
Was he great to see play in person?
He was. My dad brought me to the games and a couple shots of bumps of whiskey. It's great.
He played himself in Pride of the Yankees.
I learned that the other day.
I've heard that.
Let's go.
I forget his first name, but Lansford.
In 1981, Carney Lansford.
Wow.
Really?
Nicely done.
I didn't even remember him being on the team.
That's the thing, is I remember him as being like an open
that's all
day.
I remember.
But he won the batting title in 1981.
I don't come up with these often, so we just got to write this down. This goes on the list with Grady Sizemore. Sorry, just gonna say.
Hey, this is why I said we're the perfect team, because you got names that.
Usually, it takes somebody having a nickname for me to remember who they are.
Well, his first name is Carney. That's almost a nickname right there.
Right?
Yeah, it's short for Carnival, obviously.
After the first quarter, we have a score of 72 Dolphins with 180, Larry and Magic with 110. There's quite a bit of game left to go as we head into the second quarter. How low can you go?
How low can you go? For this quarter, there will be 4 questions consisting of 5 clues, given one at a time. After each clue, both teams will decide if they want to check in with their guests by sending a chat to the host. If a correct answer is checked in after the first clue, the team will receive 50 points. After the second clue, 40. After the third clue, 30, and so on.
How low can you go? Question number 1. Who am I? Number 1, I was born in Sedan, France in 1960, the son of a Cameroonian footballer.
Take another clue,
Yeah.
Chris. Another clue.
All right, Magic and Larry want to take another clue. How about you, 72 Dolphins?
Yeah, I think
Yeah, I mean, I just threw a name out there,
Yeah.
so that's the only person I could even think. But so yeah, let's go. We'll take another clue. Another clue, Dan.
Question 2. After playing 6 years as an amateur, I turned pro in 1977 and won my first title in 1978.
Oh. You think you have it, Eric?
Yeah, but I think I need one more just to solidify it.
Okay. We'll take another one.
All right, 72 Dolphins will take another clue. Magic and Larry?
Probably have to, right?
We'll take one more.
Yep.
All right. Question 3. Between my son, my father, and I, we played 3 different sports professionally.
Matt, we can check in.
72 Dolphins have checked in after 3. That means that Magic and Larry, you can actually talk this out.
His father plays.
The father of the footballer. Went pro at 17 in 1977. Started playing amateur or doing amateur at age 11. So it's got to be, a sport where you can do that
Like
at a
snooker?
young age. I have no idea.
Snooker table is pretty big. I don't know if an 11-year-old is going to be able to reach everything.
I can't think of many tennis players that I know of that have kids that, are playing a different
Monica
sport.
Seles, did she have any kids that?
Right,
know.
right.
Yeah, I guess we got to take another one.
Yep.
Taking another one. You're going to hate this clue. In 1983, I became the first Frenchman in 37 years to win the French Open, defeating Mats Wilander in straight sets, though there was already controversy surrounding me due to my marijuana use.
So a stoner who played tennis. It's McEnroe or Connors, either of them born in France.
And had a father who was
so.
a Cameroonian soccer player.
Bjorn Borg.
I thought Borg was German.
He's definitely German. I really hope so with that name. Boris Becker.
Tennis is definitely not my wheelhouse. Now Becker.
I don't think it's Yvonne Lendl. Those are like all of the 80s male tennis players that I know. If it's female, we're talking Steffi Graf. It's not Navratilova.
No, Monica Seles was then, right? Or she would have been later.
She would have been early. She was playing, but she started winning like a little bit later.
Jennifer Capriati. No, she's American.
I know she. Yeah, and she won. I know she won
90s.
like a gold medal in '92. Yeah. Yeah, I've named all the names that I know. Of all of them, Boris Becker is probably the one. But I don't know anything about him having a son that plays a different sport.
And I don't know anything about the marijuana usage either.
Right. That's lost upon me. I wasn't alive, so.
Did Ricky Williams
It's
have
not
a
like
father
something I can.
who played tennis?
He did have a father.
Who played professional tennis?
He didn't know.
Not
Can
you,
confirm
he
that.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I guess
you
we
want to
got
take
it.
another clue rather than just guess. Yeah, we'll take the next clue.
My son won back-to-back NCAA championships in basketball in the 2000s.
Florida Gators won. Oh, it's Joakim
Oh
Noah.
yeah. What's his
be-
dad's name?
Would be the son. Can we just go with Noah?
Yeah, it's is it Yannick?
It's definitely
Yannick?
his dad. Yannick or Yannick, right?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, let's do this. We're going to check in with Noah.
Checking in with Noah after the 5th question. 72 Dolphins, what did you check in with after the 3rd?
I only chalk this up to the fact that I've started doing this podcast and start looking up more tennis facts. But we checked in with Yannick Noah.
That is correct. I am Yannick Noah. After his retirement from tennis, he has become a well-known pop and reggae music artist in Europe. He's actually quite good. I spent about a half an hour of my time writing the other day listening to him. He's actually
You're going to
very
cut
good.
some of his songs into this?
Oh, I'm sure Matt will. You ask Matt if he's going to cut a song in, he will. He'll do it.
Plus.
Scott Elijah Holyfield was undrafted and went to
Undrafted,
Carolina
right.
for practice, and
Yep.
I think no one knows what's going on anymore, but I think last I knew he was on the Eagles roster.
And Bjorn Borg is from Germany?
Oh, is it
Come
Sweden? Hey,
on, he's not German.
sorry,
Seriously.
I don't watch tennis.
Yeah, sorry that I don't know where everyone is from, Matt. What's that guy's name? Lewandowski?
Lewandowski, yeah, Robert Lewandowski.
How low can you go? Question number 2. What am I? I was first awarded in 1985.
Made of sterling silver. We're gonna need another one, right, Eric? You're not gonna get that off of that, are you?
I mean, I went out of my way to get one off Clue 1 last time, but yeah, no, I'm not going to do that again.
So 72 Dolphins are going to take another clue. Magic and Larry.
I mean, I'd like to be able to go for it to get the jump on them, but we should probably play it safe.
All right. Second clue. My first recipient has not been awarded me in the 35 years since.
I say we got to take it. I got nothing.
Yeah, I mean, there's about 1,000 things that could be, not 1,000, but
No, probably at least.
We'll take another one.
All right, 72 Dolphins are going to take another clue. Magic and Larry, how about yourselves?
We probably should, right? We have too many things circulating.
All right, clue number 3. I am not awarded in a designated city, but the last 2 times that I have been awarded have been in the same city.
Eric, I think we need another one. I don't have a clue.
I'm not even on the scent of it, so
I don't even know where to start. Yeah.
All right, 72 Dolphins are going to take another clue. Magic and Larry.
Could be that, Chris. Could be a bevy of other awards.
I know. It hasn't been eliminated, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Right.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd rather take another clue.
Yeah, let's take one.
All right, taking another clue for both teams. Clue number 4. My current owner shares a last name with me.
I think that takes it away, Chris.
Dude, I am so lost. Even if you have an inkling of an idea, Eric, let's just take the next one. I have
Is there more?
Zero idea. There's one more, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I have no clue. We need another one.
Going to take another one with the 72 Dolphins.
Chris, we should probably just take another clue.
Yeah, we'll take one.
All right, going for the 5th clue. I am awarded annually to the winner of the AFC Championship game.
Oh, jeez. Okay, yeah, we can check it in.
72 Dolphins have checked it in.
Mm-hmm.
Magic and Larry.
All right, the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
All right, Magic and Larry said the Lamar
Or should we just
Hunt
say
Trophy.
Well, yeah, it's Lamar Hunt, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not the Kareem Hunt.
Magic and Larry said the Lamar Hunt Trophy, and 72 Dolphins.
We checked in with the Helen Hunt Trophy. I mean, the Lamar Hunt Trophy.
Lamar Hunt Trophy. That is correct. It is the Lamar Hunt Trophy. It was first awarded in 1985 to the Miami Dolphins, who have not gone on to win it in the 35 years since. It was awarded in Kansas City for 2 years in a row, and the current owner is part of the Hunt family that the Lamar Hunt Trophy is named after.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Chiefs also had Kareem Hunt and Akeem Hunt on their roster at some point.
They use Hunt's ketchup, too.
That's right.
The third question in How Low Can You Go is, where am I? Number 1, my doors opened on November 1st, 1975 for an opening night spectacular benefiting local health institutions.
We'll need another one, Eric, right? You're not going to get it off of that, are you?
Lambeau Field? No.
Yeah.
No clue.
72 Dodgers are going to... 72 Dolphins. Wow.
And tell me about the 72 Dodgers.
Yeah,
Turning into
please do.
JJ all of a sudden with
Drysdale?
Prickly Pete and Snoopy.
They have
that
like
was great.
They have like Ron Say, the 72 Dodgers.
Yeah.
The 72 Dolphins are taking another hint. Magic and Larry.
Probably, right? All right.
Yeah, we'll take one more.
All right, number 2. One of my former occupants moved to Iowa in 2013. Eric picked up a scent. Nobody sing.
They were around before 13 though, and
Yeah, but not just them, but there has been other ones in that same sport that have been there.
there has.
But I don't know. Yeah, I know that for a fact.
Okay.
But I don't know where they were before that. So I think we need another clue.
Okay.
72 Clippers are going to take another.
Were they in San Diego?
Dolphins
in
are going to take
72?
another clue.
Wait, were the Clippers in San Diego in 72, or were they in Buffalo?
I don't know. I was just throwing a name out there.
Weren't they in Buffalo? You should know, Eric.
Yeah, in 72, I was yeah.
I wasn't born yet. And I'm the old guy on this
Even
show.
when I was born, I wasn't in Buffalo until like 88, 89.
Take another clue, Dan.
All right, Magic and Larry will take another clue. Clue number 3. I hosted teams from the NBA, WNBA, WHA, IHL, AHL, AFL, and CISL between 1975 and 2003.
Man, I say we go with another one.
I agree.
All right. 72 Dolphins are taking another clue. Magic and Larry, how you doing?
I think we need another clue, Chris.
Yeah, me too.
Clue number 4. I am now the central home to a mega church that averages 52,000 attendees per week at all of their campuses. My senior pastor found himself in a little controversy after Hurricane Harvey.
I know everything but the name.
If your city's right, then I think we're.
Oh, I'm 100% confident.
Oh, are you?
Oh, yes.
Oh, then we're good.
I know that. I just don't know the name.
No, I got it.
Okay, we'll check in.
All right, the 72 Dolphins have checked in after clue number 4. Magic and Larry, you can talk it out now.
Yeah, this.
Can you repeat the leagues that were held in it?
The NBA, WNBA, WHA, IHL, AHL, AFL, and CISL.
So no NHL.
No NHL. Every other HL and HA.
Yeah. And the only league I know any teams in is the NBA.
I know WNBA. These guys know that.
Yeah. I mean,
Your bona fides are quite up there in that.
yeah. WHA is hockey. IHL is hockey. AHL is hockey. AFL is arena football. CISL is indoor soccer.
Yeah, so we know. We know.
I don't know any of those teams. I don't know where any of those teams are.
I mean, we used to have the Albany Firebirds here. They were an arena football team.
Yeah. Well, arena football has had teams in just about every city across the country.
Locust, North Carolina has not had one. Just throwing that out there.
Well, we know that's out then.
So, I mean, it's 1975. So I'm wondering if the team started in 1975. Oh, wait. What's the name of would it be Seattle? Couldn't be Seattle.
The Key Arena. That was their old NBA, WNBA stadium. Just the Storm and the Sonics.
Right. And then, and I wonder if there's relevance to this question because the Kraken, are they going to be playing there at another league? I mean, the only Iowa team I can think of is the Iowa Barnstormers, which is where I think Kurt Warner played his arena football. I mean, I don't know why that would, how that helps us get to where they came from.
I mean, our initial, the initial thing was the team moved to Iowa, right? One of the occupants.
And they had a WNBA team there in Seattle.
They still do, the Storm.
Now, I have no idea for the other stuff. 1975.
But a hurricane in Seattle? That doesn't seem likely.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I have no idea. West Coast is, I don't know, like whether they get hurricanes over there.
Not typically. A typhoon, maybe.
Yeah. So we're thinking coastal then on the East Coast.
I mean, hurricanes. I mean, that's,
Yeah. Harvey. I thought Harvey was the one that – it wasn't Harvey that hit like New York and
just stay indoors anyway. I don't pay attention to the weather here. Every day it's something different. So it's a different season. So I can't keep up with it.
Snooker season pretty soon.
Yeah, it's coming up.
Today was we had a nice autumn August day. So that was nice this morning.
Our autumn starts in November. So
it's a church thing too, I mean,
yeah,
you would think like somewhere a little bit more southern, right? Like Georgia or something, maybe.
1975, like November 1975.
Yeah, like I said, you would think it's a basketball arena for NBA.
But basketball starts before then, doesn't it?
Not back then, though. I mean, it starts like early, like the last week of October now, but they've been moving it up forever. Atlanta.
When did the Hawks start?
But
where do the Thrashers play?
No idea. You're asking me? Have you listened to this show?
Yeah, I mean, I would have thought that they would play in the same arena.
Guessing. I think it used to be like the Phillips Arena. I think used to be the name of it. One of the Carolinas. They wouldn't have an NBA team.
Yeah, Charlotte was their first NBA team.
It's not Tennessee.
What WNBA teams are on the East Coast?
There was a Charlotte Sting, but not anymore. So East Coast, New York Liberty. It's not them, obviously, because they played in MSG. There really aren't too many on the East Coast.
Miami?
No, they don't have a WNBA team.
Yeah, even if it is Atlanta, like, I don't know what the name of their stadium is.
Yeah. Is that the last clue?
There is one more clue.
Let's take the clue.
All right. Reading the last clue. I was home to 5 NBA and WNBA championship teams in the 90s, as well as host of the NBA Finals in 81 and 86.
Houston. The Rockets won 2, the Comets won 3 in the 90s. I can't remember the name of the stadium, though.
I'm terrible with stadium names or arena names.
I'm usually okay with them, but I just never pay attention to Houston.
What was the one, Arizona, where I couldn't get
Chase Field?
Bank One Ballpark, Chase.
Chase.
Naming random banks that don't exist anymore.
An energy company. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, man. It's not coming to me, Chris.
Well, if it's Houston, would it be oil? Like, would it be gas? I don't know. Lucas Oil is Indianapolis.
Yeah, it's
Exxon Stadium, Exxon Arena.
The Delta Center. Is that it?
Is it Delta? American Airlines. I thought is Delta Atlanta?
It very well could be.
It's not United.
I don't think
United's
United
Chicago.
That's Chicago.
That's Chicago.
Yeah, could be American Airlines. I don't know. Delta Center popped in my head, but
all right, we'll go with the Delta Center.
Sure, we'll check in with the Delta Center.
Checking in with the Delta Center. 72 Patriots. What did you check in with after 4?
So Joel Osteen got into a lot of crap for not letting people into the whatever his arena or whatever it is.
It's called a church.
And
go ahead.
yeah, the church. Sure, yeah, that's what it is, right? And then the city's known a lot for its space thing, but actually there's a fairly large computer company that's from the area, and that's why it was called the Compaq Center.
Checking in with the Compaq Center. It was known as the Compaq Center for just a few years, but for the most part, that stadium was known as the Houston Summit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But I will accept Compaq Center as well.
Yay.
You won't accept the Delta Center?
Will not accept the Delta Center.
Protest.
Formal protest denied. I did throw in a Minnesota clue in there, and that the Houston Aeros were North Stars and the Wilds minor league team before they moved to Iowa and became the Iowa Wild in 2013. All right, the final how low can you go question is, when am I? Number 1, Liverpool FC won the English Football League First Division, with Everton finishing as the runner-up and West Ham United finishing 3rd.
We officially lost this one, Chris. I don't know if you can see Eric's screen there.
Yeah.
He likes to point this out all the time.
There's a lot there. If you've ever seen the amount of championships they've won,
You sound like a Boston fan.
No way to nail this down.
But he said West Ham and Everton were second and third.
1925. I don't know.
All right. Clue number 2. Greg Lamont became the first American to win the Tour de France.
I know it. We're checked in.
You want to check with me? All right,
late.
whatever. Send it to him.
All right. 72 Sonics have checked in. Magic and Larry, feel free to talk this one out.
We should probably take another clue, Chris, just to try to narrow it down.
Cycling and
soccer.
Soccer. Definitely not my strong suits.
Yeah, Dan. We get wheelhouses for a reason. Next clue.
Number 3. Mike Tyson knocked out Trevor Berbick to become the youngest world heavyweight boxing champion in history.
Does that help narrow it down? I know you. Yeah, think so?
I think so.
They're checked in, so we can say it out loud.
Yeah. I think it's definitely the early 80s.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
I think 1980 would have been, that would have been, I think that was an Olympic year. So,
yeah.
I don't know why it means anything, but I feel like Tyson won it in 81. 1981 was, for some reason, that registered in my head for Lamont.
We're way behind. If you want to check that in, fine.
Yeah, 81.
Yep.
All right, we'll check in with 1981.
All right, checking in with 1981. Matt, you had some serious thunder on this one. What did you say?
Now I'm questioning myself, but I checked in with 1986. I think it was 1986 when Lamont won, and then he got into that hunting accident, and then he came back and won it again in 91 and 93, I think. So we checked in with 1986.
That sounds more correct.
72 Giants checked in with 1986, and Magic and Larry checked in with 1981. The last two clues: the Louisville Cardinals defeat Naismith Award winner Johnny Dawkins and the Duke Blue Devils to capture their second NCAA men's basketball title. And number 5, an errant ground ball skips between Bill Buckner's legs.
That's 86.
Allowing the New York Mets to stay alive in Game 6 of the World Series, and would eventually go on to win in Game 7. I am 1986.
It wasn't Buckner's fault. It was the manager's fault.
Oh, I don't blame
left him
Buckner.
in there. Shouldn't have left him. You should put a defensive replacement.
Yep.
It's an unwritten rule.
What's an unwritten rule?
He was supposed to let it go through his legs.
And then he had this card like a couple years later where it was him like posing like he's fielding a ground ball, and like, you know, the tubes they roll the tarps up into? One of those was sort of facing him, so it looked like a giant like tunnel between his legs.
We don't have to worry about killing him. He's already dead.
Heading into halftime, we have a score of 72 Trailblazers, 280. The Magic and Larry, 130. It is now time for the halftime show. There will be 5 entertainment questions pertaining to sports, with each question worth 20 points. Question number 1. In 1984's The Natural, Robert Redford plays Roy Hobbs, an incredible baseball player with a troubled past who lands a spot on which fictional team? You might say the climax of this film is electrifying.
We can check in.
All right. 72 Kings have checked in. Magic and Larry, talk it out.
I thought he was going to ask for the character's name, and I knew that. Then he said Roy Hobbs, and I was like, crap, I'm not going to know this answer. Electrifying.
I thought he was going to ask for the bat's name, and that I might have been able to come up with.
All right. Well,
I'm trying to picture it.
There's an electrifying clue. Yeah. So
it's lightning, something lightning.
Makes sense. Yep.
I mean, should we just say lightning? I mean, I don't know. Or, yeah, I don't think it's thunder. I'm trying to picture it. Like, sort of reminds me of like the old Yankees uniforms for some reason, or Tigers, like pinstripes, and I can see it in my mind's eye. But
okay.
I mean, I saw that movie so long ago.
Yeah, I mean, lightning makes sense. Electrifying.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
And I remember there's a lightning bolt on. I think it was on his bat.
Okay.
All right, we'll check in with the lightning. You want to check in with the lightning?
Yep.
All right. Magic and Larry have checked in with the lightning. 72 Knicks, what did you say?
I would love to know when the first stadium that had lights in it is. We should do a question on that.
It was Cincinnati. That was the first one.
When was that? What year?
I don't remember. It's just one of those.
What's the name of that stadium?
20s or 30s?
Crosley, yeah.
Well, like what? So, like what era though?
Oh, it's old.
Yeah, 30s maybe.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so this one he hit the ball into the lights, and he played for the New York Knights.
That's right.
And the correct answer is the New York Knights. Question 2 of the halftime show. Played at every home game from 1977 to 1991. What is the alliterative theme song of the Hartford Whalers?
We're checked in.
All right, Magic and Larry are checked in. 72 Bruins, go ahead and check this one out. Talk this one out.
I have no idea, Eric. It's something with whalers?
No. It's something Bonanza. Something Bonanza.
Bonanza?
Yeah.
Like Bounty Bonanza or
No.
My favorite kind of bounty.
Bonanza.
You don't mention the word bounty around me, please.
Yeah. Booty? I mean, they weren't pirates, though. Whalers.
It's,
What? Oil? No. Something with B, though, right?
Yeah, it's
There's alliterative, so.
brass bonanza. Brass, that's it. Yep. We're going to go with brass bonanza.
Checking in with Brass Bonanza. Magic and Larry, what did you say?
Well, we didn't say brass bonanza. We thought it would have whales or whalers in the title, so I came up with Wahoo Whalers.
If they ever get a team bag, they're calling you.
Well, one team getting points here.
Scott
Was the Brass Bonanza.
Oh, my gosh. How did you come up with that?
Because I used to listen to it.
Oh, you're such a nerd.
Question 3. George Plimpton, an author and decidedly not an athlete, joined the training camp of the Detroit Lions in order to demonstrate what would happen if an everyman were to get a chance to play on Sundays. This experiment was recounted in a book released in 1966 and a feature film of the same name in 1968 starring Alan Alda as Plimpton. Name this book.
Pretty sure it's one of the Harry Potter books. I'm not sure which one.
Oh, it sounds like
Sorcerer's
Goblet of
Stone.
There it is.
Fire. No, Chris, don't listen to them. It's Goblet of Fire for sure.
Yeah, so
Oh, I'm sending this to you, Dan. Aren't I?
it's better than sending it to me because I'm not going to have any response for you.
Is there a Brass Bonanza book? Did they end up making a book or anything? No idea.
Matt, you do need to look up Brass Bonanza and put it behind that,
Oh,
that
yes.
last question. Oh, it's a great song. The owner, the owner when he bought the team in like 1990, decided he didn't like the song anymore, and he thought it was just too cheesy, so they got rid of it. And basically, the who's who of hockey came to him, Gordie Howe being one of them,
Mhm.
and said, "No, you're putting that back."
I don't know, man. I
The
gotta
band
listen
didn't
to
last
that.
very long.
I heard they were going to switch over to Wahoo Whalers.
Mm.
That's what they wanted to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Matt has written down "Watch Out, Whalers." I like.
I have, yeah.
Watch out,
Whalers!
Whalers.
That's not bad.
All right, so my weak point is literature, Matt. So we can check in with just about any book ever written. Let's go with the Farmer's Almanac.
Other team hasn't checked in yet.
No, did it help him out? Did that help him
That's not
out?
going to help us. Yeah. All right, we can eliminate
All right,
Farmer's
Matt, if you like
Almanac
that, then
this
go
week.
with it.
That's
Yeah. I remember that being a thing, so I don't know if it's right, but we're checking in.
All right, the 72 Panthers have checked in with. We don't know what they checked in with, and there was no 72.
Just say
Panthers.
what league was that?
Pitt, 72
All
Pitt
right.
Panthers.
72
Yeah.
Pitt Panthers.
Yeah, I like that, Chris. I mean,
All right, you want to check that in? So,
Yes.
Did they already check in also?
yes.
They did.
Sure.
Go ahead and check it in.
We said from the hash mark.
From the hash
For some
mark.
reason, I thought he was a kicker or something, but
Well, he was an author and decidedly not an athlete. He just wrote about it. 72 Whalers, what did you say?
So yeah, he wrote a series of books and stuff like that about him being like the everyday man and going out and trying to do things that other people, like extraordinary people do. So I don't know why he went to the Lions.
I was going to say, no one extraordinary has ever played for
exactly.
the Lions.
But I remember a book I thought he wrote, and I thought maybe since he was with the Lions, it was called The Paper Lion.
Well, the name of this book and the name of the movie starring Alan Alda was Paper Lion.
oh yeah,
You gotta be.
This is not even fair.
we could take Eric off the team. and
Matt's
we'd
doing
still be
well
losing.
today.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to take
I've never
Eric
even heard of
actually
that movie.
for the next half of the game. We get Eric, and we're still going to lose.
Blind squirrel.
Question number 4. What is the name of the 1996 Oscar-winning documentary that tells the behind-the-scenes story of the Rumble in the Jungle, a highly anticipated boxing match between champion George Foreman and a past his prime Muhammad Ali?
Hold on, I got a phone in front. I need Kells.
Okay, I think we're gonna check in with that.
Yeah.
Eric. We'll check it in.
All right, the 72 Rams have checked in. Magic and Larry, what do you think?
If that's what came to you, then
Yeah. I mean, so I can picture the cover of this. It's like black and white, and I'm pretty sure it has the word king in the title. And I think it's like when they were kings.
sure.
That's what we'll check in with.
Yeah, I know it's not the King's Speech.
Yeah.
All right, checking in with when they were kings. 72 Rangers, what did you say?
So I can picture it as well, and main thing I see is Muhammad Ali's face, and then the just giant kings underneath, and I couldn't put it together. I didn't know if it was "We Are Kings" or "We Were Kings," and then Matt threw to me "When We Were Kings," and it makes sense. So we went with "When We Were Kings."
I am going to give both teams credit on this one. It is When We Were Kings, but When They Were Kings is very, very close to it, and pulling that name is enough to get the points.
Thank you, Dan.
Those are pity points right there.
I call them too many points. I'm calling those. You guys were dancing all the way around the name of that movie, and
Yeah, those are neighborhood points.
All right, question number 5. This 2011 number 1 hit single by a former Canadian Idol contestant reached viral status when lip sync videos appeared on YouTube by the U.S. swim team, the Harvard baseball team, the Miami Dolphins cheerleaders, and the SMU women's rowing team.
I think we can check this in, Chris.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
Checked in.
Magic and Larry is checked in. 72 Flyers. What do you say?
That's it, Matt. We got to check it in.
Carly Rae Jepsen with "Call Me Maybe."
Yep.
Checking in with Call Me Maybe and Magic versus Larry? Or Magic and Larry?
I actually knew one of these. It's 1,000% Call Me Maybe.
And the answer is Call Me Maybe. Points for both teams on that one. Heading into the second half, we have a score of 72 Penguins, 380, and Magic and Larry, 170.
Can you just make the score 28-3? We might have a shot.
That's staying in.
He can make that joke.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
We'd like to take a minute to invite you to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at BenchwarmersTP. We also have a Facebook group for fans of the pod called The Bench. Join us there to comment on the latest episodes and share cool sports facts and trivia. If you'd be willing to rate and review us on iTunes or Stitcher, we'd greatly appreciate the support so that other people may find this podcast. Thanks.
Now on to the second half. Today's third quarter will be pre and post game.
Pre and post game. For this quarter, there will be 5 before and after style questions. For example, if I said, what all-time leader in receptions for the Indianapolis Colts was a Notre Dame safety drafted by the Minnesota Vikings? The answer would be Marvin Harrison Smith. Each question is worth 20 points.
Every one of these pre and post games will have at least one Hall of Famer in it. Question number 1 of the pre and post game. This Hall of Fame pitcher and 2-time Cy Young winner spent 12 of his 16 seasons with the Blue Jays and also had a few memorable catches in Super Bowl 42.
Does that work?
Yeah, that does.
Okay.
We're going to go ahead and check in, Dan.
All right, the 72 Yankees have checked in. Magic and Larry, you talk it out.
All right, Chris. It's got to be Roy Halladay. No one else.
Who did he pitch for after the Blue Jays?
The Phillies for the last.
Okay.
Yeah. No one else pitched for the Blue
Yeah.
Jays for 12 years. And no one else won Cy Youngs that pitched for the Blue Jays. Except
Right.
for like Pat Henkin. And like Clemens, obviously. But we know it's not him.
Yeah.
And that works. Roy Halladay, because we can get first names. Damon, David Tyree.
Yeah. I blocked that Super Bowl out of my
I was going
head.
to say, you should know more about that Super
Yeah.
Bowl than I do.
I block it out. But we said it was 2009, and that would have been 2000.
Yeah, I know. That's a couple years.
2000.
early.
Well, 2008 or 2007.
Right. It could certainly be 08.
All right.
I don't think we're going to come up with anything better than
Yeah.
that. I mean, he had memorable catch.
Yeah, catches. He said a couple of memorable catches.
Yeah.
I don't remember what other catches Tyree had. That was his last catch of his career, I believe, in the Super Bowl.
I just can't think of another receiver that had memorable Super Bowl catches around that time for other teams. And if we're looking at Super Bowls around that time, you've got Saints, Colts. I don't remember any memorable catches from that one.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be Holiday, David Tyree.
Yeah, Steelers, Cardinals. I mean, Fitzgerald had that catch after the second half, but that wasn't remarkable or anything.
Yeah, you can check in with that.
All right, so we'll check in with Roy, Halla, David, Tyree.
All right, checking in with Roy, Halla, David, Tyree. 72 Steelers, what did you say?
We had the same thing. We checked in with Roy, Halla, David, Tyree.
All right. And both teams getting points on that one. David Tyree did have a couple big catches in that game, but none bigger than the helmet catch. And Roy Halladay was the Hall of Fame Cy Young Award winner, 12 of his 16 years with the Blue Jays. So very good job. Number 2, this Hall of Fame forward, 2-time Olympic gold medalist and 1993 MVP, is also the National League Rolaids Relief Man winner from 1991, 1992, and 1994.
We can check in.
All right, Magic and Larry have checked in. 72 Celtics. Talk it out.
So the second part's got to be Dennis Eckersley, right?
91, 92.
91, 92, and 94.
AL? Yeah. I would think so.
So forward, James Worthy came to my head, obviously, but not. So Dennis, something Den, like Wooden, no. Unless it's not Dennis Eckersley. Oh, it could, forward could be a hockey player then too, right? So, wait, no, MVP. I mean, it's the Hart Trophy, right?
Yeah.
It's the MVP essentially, but nobody calls it the MVP in hockey. They call it the Hart Trophy Award winner. So MVP makes me think it's got to be basketball forward, right? So
a forward
who
around there would be Elijah was a center, so that wouldn't count him.
93
Robinson, Karl Malone, possibly Charles Barkley.
Are we wrong on the Dennis Eckersley?
We may be.
He said AL, right? Dan, you did say AL, right? Or did you say NL?
It was also the NL Rolaids
winner
in 91, 92, and 94.
Lee Smith?
No.
Lee Smith.
Lee. Yeah.
Charles Barkley Smith.
There you go.
All right, let's go with Charles Barkley Smith.
Checking in Charles Barkley Smith. And Magic and Larry, what did you say?
I won't necessarily say they backed into it. We won't do the beep or anything. It was deductive reasoning. I'll give you that. 1993 NBA MVP is Charles Barkley Smith.
And points all around on that one. Charles Barkley Smith is the answer. Question 3. This Hall of Fame left winger, whose number is retired by the Kings, won a Stanley Cup in 2002 as a player, and in 2012 and 2014 as an executive. And he's also a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback who had stints with the Packers, Falcons, Eagles, Lions, Browns, and 49ers.
Check it in.
All right. Magic and Larry are checked in. 72 Eagles. What do you say?
All right, I got it.
Was I helpful with that name I gave you,
Yeah.
or no?
He won the Heisman, right?
What is it then?
It's Luke Robitaille Detmer. I forgot he did not win the Cup in 2002 with the Kings. He was on Detroit, I believe. So we checked in with Luke Robitaille Detmer.
Magic and Larry, what did you say?
Chris, this is all you. Nice ball.
Yeah. We also said the same. We said Luke Robitaille Detmer.
All right, and that is correct. Points all around. It is Luke Robitaille Detmer. Question 4. This Hall of Fame defensive tackle and state Supreme Court justice was a member of a famed defense and is a former strawweight UFC fighter and former contestant on Dancing with the Stars.
I got the first part.
Okay,
you got to get the second half. I have nothing to do with that one.
All right.
I have no idea.
No?
I have no idea. I've never heard that name. So, but let's go with it. And let's check in.
Yeah, we got it.
All right, the 72 Twins have checked in. Magic and Larry, feel free to talk it out.
Like I said, it's the Steel Curtain or the Purple People Eaters. This is a Dan game, so it's probably the Purple People Eaters.
And this is one of those ones where I'm going to slam my head against the table when he reads the name because I know it.
I'm just trying to think of UFC fighters that would have. I mean, Dancing with the Stars has been around about 15 years or so, so it's going to be a relevant fighter, to the last 15 years, male or female. I don't remember like Ronda Rousey doing it.
Yeah.
Maybe she did. I don't remember her doing that. I don't think she would have had time. She got, she lost to Holly Holmes, went on a little depressive thing, and then signed with WWE. I don't think she had time in between there. Yeah, I don't. My knowledge of Vikings defensive players that played prior to when Antoine Winfield first got there is very limited.
Yeah, I can't pull it.
I'm gonna be so pissed when I hear this UFC fighter. Yeah, we may have to tap. I can't think of anything. I'm gonna like Bret Hart in the sharpshooter at Survivor Series 97. We're gonna tap out. Dan, you can call for the bell.
All right. Magic and Larry have tapped out. 72 Brew Crew. What did you say?
So Matt,
So
you got us halfway. Yeah, I would say you got us there.
Yeah. Jim Marshall has to be a Hall of Famer, right? Isn't he, Dan?
He's not.
How is that?
And that is very contentious, but he's not.
That guy was dominant for like an 8 to 9 year period. Anyway, so Alan Page just retired here a couple of years ago as a Supreme Court justice. I think he sat on the Minnesota Supreme Court for I want to say 25 years, Dan, right? He was on for a long time. And a brilliant jurist also. So Alan Page, I got the first half.
And
Eric.
UFC 3 was on sale a couple of months ago on Xbox Live for like $20. I'm like, I'll give that a shot. So after playing it for a while, I'm like, I guess they added women fighters. So the only reason I know who she is. Yeah. No,
Really?
I don't really follow the UFC as much as I should anymore.
She's like the second most famous fighter after Ronda.
She's special. So we checked in with Ellen Page Van Zandt.
And points going to the 72 Brew Crew. It is Alan Page Van Zandt. Just note for the straw weight is only a women's weight class. It's the lightest weight class. Paige Van Zandt is also no longer with the UFC. She just signed a contract with Bare Knuckles Fighting.
That'll work out.
Sure it will. Question number 5. This Hall of Fame shortstop played 20 years for one team, later went on to manage that same team. He also will continue to update his big board throughout the month of April.
That's it. We can check in.
Magic and Larry have checked in. 72 Chiefs, you can talk it out.
Okay, so big board, it's got to be somebody that's a commentator for NCAA. The big board for the draft.
Mel Kiper.
So what former shortstop managed their team? What, didn't the White Sox have one of their shortstops, a longtime shortstop, manage the team?
Ozzy Guillen? That doesn't. He didn't play for them for 20 years.
No, I know. I just was.
And I'm
trying to. I got you 80% of it right there. I was trying.
You got to come up with the old shortstop Hall of Famer.
How many Hall of Fame shortstops that went on to coach their team does a guy got to get before you?
I don't think Ozzy Guillen's in the Hall of Fame.
No, I'm not saying you. No, never mind. I'm just giving me credit for at least knowing that I had a person. Okay.
Ozzy Guillen deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for his press conferences alone.
So other Hall of Fame shortstops, obviously not Jeter, not Ozzie Smith. Coach's team. Robin Yount.
Does that work with Mel Kiper?
No, it doesn't have to be Mel Kiper.
It has to be.
Oh, sweet.
But you're worried about Mike Mayock's big board?
I'm throwing out names for you.
Terrible.
Jeez.
This is your wheelhouse answer right here, where you need to come up with this old baseball player that I probably have never heard of.
I don't know. It could be a baseball player that just retired here 5 years ago. I don't know. Mattingly played first base, and he didn't coach the Yankees.
Harold Mel.
Are you sure that it's Mel Kiper?
Who's the other one?
That's kind of
There's
vague.
the other guy. And if Scott's telling me there's another guy, it's not the other guy. I got nothing. Ozzy Smith Mel Kiper. It works. It works. It rolls right off the tongue.
Sure. Ozzy Smith Mel Kiper.
All right, checking in with Ozzy Smith Mel Kiper. Magic and Larry. What did you check in with?
This one was the ultimate team effort here. I obviously knew it was Mel Kiper, not Todd McShay, even though I really like Todd McShay. And then Chris got me the other half, Chris. So why don't you tell him what it is?
Yeah, so Alan Trammell Kiper.
Jr.
And the correct answer is Alan Trammell Kiper Jr. That one's really hard to say. It does not roll off the tongue as well as Ozzy Smith Mel Kiper does. But it is the correct answer. Alan Trammell Kiper Jr.
Not that old of a player, Eric. He played in like
so not my
Well, he retired did he retire in the 90s?
Yeah.
He managed the team not too long ago.
No, against the White Sox all the time.
And I got to say, what are we at the end of the third quarter here? This is about the time the Patriots started their comeback.
Oh, here we go.
The Falcons.
I put my foot on the gas now. All right.
After the third quarter, we have a score of 72 Padres, 460, and Magic and Larry at 250. Still anyone's game. All right, that brings us to the fourth quarter, which is known as Put Your Fours Up. You all know how this works.
The fourth quarter, known as Put Your Fours Up. This quarter consists of 5 categorized questions that teams will wager up to 100 points each, not to exceed their current point total.
All right, your categories for Put Your Fours Up are person, woman, man, camera, TV.
Love it.
Oh, that sounds
Love
like a party.
it. Love it.
Are you sure? Have you taken
I took a cognitive test, and I nailed it.
No one ever gets that right. Ask me that 10 minutes from now. I'm going to urinate all over myself.
Lamp. I love carpet. I love desk.
I love lamp.
I love lamp. Yeah.
I love lamp. It's now time for the teams to place their wagers via chat to the host. Now that the wagers are in, on to the questions. Question 1, in person. Brothers Chuck and Wesley Person both played for and have had their numbers retired by which university?
You can check in.
Magic and Larry have checked in. 72 Astros. Go ahead.
Colt 45s.
I don't think the 72 Astros existed, did they?
No.
I'm just naming teams now.
Chuck Person, rifleman, Auburn.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Play with Charles Barkley. No,
Yeah.
You play with Charles Barkley? Yeah.
Let's
You want to go with that?
I like it.
We're going to check in with Auburn.
Checking in with Auburn. Magic and Larry, what did you check in with?
Yeah, a few episodes ago, I accidentally said Alabama when I meant to say Auburn when I was talking about where Charles Barkley and Chuck Person went to school. Chuck's the all-time leading scorer for Auburn. Correct answer is Auburn.
Correct answer is Auburn. Thank you for doing my job for me, Scott.
You're welcome. I gotta get my voice in here somehow because we didn't do much this episode.
72 Rockets, what did you say? I'm sorry, 72 Rockets, what was your wager?
We wagered 8 points.
Wagered 8 points. And Magic versus Larry, what was your wager?
We wagered 60 points.
60 points. Question number 2 in woman. With over 3,000 career points, which current Minnesota Lynx player is the all-time leading scorer for the Connecticut Huskies women's basketball team?
We can check in.
All right. Magic and Larry have checked in.
That's it, man.
Okay. Maya Moore.
Checking in with Maya Moore for how many points?
For 8 points.
And Magic and Larry, what did you check in with?
For 60 points, we also checked in with Maya Moore.
All right, and points all around on that one. The correct answer is Maya Moore. I thought with so many different women having played for the dominant Huskies that would have been a lot tougher of a question, but it was not.
No, it's the links that gave it away.
Yeah.
Question number 3. In man, since the 2014-2015 season, what company has been the primary sponsor on the Manchester United jerseys?
He said since, so it's got to be the current one,
Yep.
then, right?
Yeah, we can check in.
The 72 Manchester United team has checked in.
Was Lewandowski on that team?
It'd be
No.
Lewandowski, and no, he was not. But Magic and Larry, you can talk this one out.
I'm pretty sure it's some like healthcare company. I want to say like it's like initials like HTC Healthcare or something like that. It's
I'm not great with worldwide healthcare.
Yeah, I mean,
I know the local stuff here.
yeah, I'm not either. I mean, we didn't put anything on this anyways, right? So
We did not. Spoilers.
Oh, sorry.
If that sounds good to you, HTC.
Yeah, sure. HTC Healthcare.
HTC Healthcare checking in. 72 Browns, what did you say?
So it used to be, I don't even know how to say the company. It was AON for the longest time, but then they recently changed it to Chevrolet. We wagered a solid 8 points on that one.
All right, and that points to the 72 team on that one. It is Chevrolet. Going into the fourth question, by the way, I just want to give you a quick update on the scores. The 72 Bengals have 484 points, and Magic versus Larry is at 370. So it is still anyone's game. Question number 4 in camera. Mark Kaufman took the picture that would eventually become the first cover of Sports Illustrated in 1954. It featured what Milwaukee Braves power hitter who would lead the National League in home runs twice and have his number 41 retired by the Braves?
Okay. I mean, I don't have a better name, so.
Yeah, we'll check in.
All right, 72 Braves have checked in. Magic and Larry, talk it out.
We're going to go ahead and check in, too. So I'm a little excited. I just found out that my man Damian Lillard beat the Lakers in Game 1.
Ooh, that's always good news. All right.
We're going to check in with Eddie Matthews.
Checking in with Eddie Matthews for how many points?
60.
For 60 points. And 72, I don't know where we're going. 72 Notre Dame. What'd you check in with?
I mean, I thought I remembered him rounding the bases and with after he hit his 716th home run and with the number 41 on his chest. So I thought it was Hank Aaron. And we wagered 8 points on that.
And the correct answer, number 41, was worn by Eddie Matthews.
How many points did they wager on that?
They wagered 60 points.
28-3, fellas.
So right now the score is the 72 Chargers with 476 points and David. Right now the score is the 72 Chargers with 476 points and Magic and Larry with 430 points. On to our final question, which, spoiler alert, contains a tight end.
We lose. We had a shot.
In TV, what legendary broadcaster for ABC, who was definitely not a Super Bowl winning tight end for the Packers, was known for his catchphrase, "Whoa, Nelly"?
We can check it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the 72 Packers have checked in. That means David, Magic, and Larry, you can check it. You can talk it out. Where David came from.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that's Keith Jackson that has that catchphrase.
Cool. Check it in.
And I remember him. I don't remember him playing tight end, but I'm pretty sure he was a tight end. So
yeah, check it in.
We'll check in with Keith Jackson for 60 points.
Checking in with Keith Jackson and the 72 Vikings. What did you check in with?
Yeah, it wasn't the other tight end on that team, Ed West. It was Wow Nelly. Let me tell you about Keith Jackson.
Keith Jackson, and for 9 points for
Didn't
Keith
do as
Jackson,
well
and that's
that time.
points all around. And the game has come to an end, and here are the final scores. The 72 Dolphins finished with a score of 485, and our clipboard captains of the game, who are receiving the coveted Bill Musgrave Award with 490 points, is Magic and Larry. Great game. Way to come back on that one. I just want to say thank you to Chris for coming on. Chris, is there anything that you and Scott like to say before we call it a night?
Yeah, I want to thank you guys for inviting me on the podcast. I had a lot of fun. I also want to thank my wife who's been watching the kids, while I was able to do this, and say hi to my kids, Max and Paige. We'll probably hear this at some point.
Is she named after Paige Van Zandt by any chance?
No, I don't even know who Paige Van Zandt is. And
Okay.
She wasn't named after the wrestler Paige from WWE either.
Probably the right call on both of those, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. Chris, thanks a lot for coming on. Thank you for being such a fan of the show. Really had a great time with you.
Yeah.
Glad that we were able to make that comeback at the end. I also want to thank Eddie Matthews for being on the Braves and winning us the game, essentially there. Dan, great game. I know you put a lot of work and a lot of time into it, and maybe you felt like it didn't pay off early on, but, it was a good game all around.
All right, Eric and Matt, any last things you want to say before we call it a night?
So this loss is squarely on Matt's shoulders.
What?
Because you missaw a 41 as a 44.
I didn't missee
44
anything.
was-
I told him that was probably not right. No, he I guess he made up for all those other questions he got right that I would not have gotten. So no, I always let
I will say though that I told you to wager much different numbers than you did. If we would have went with my wagers, we would have killed.
if we would have went with my wagers and you got the one question I need you to get, we would have won. But whatever. No, I always love teaming up with Matt, so it was fun.
All right. Well, thanks for listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast, and until next time, we'll keep the bench warm.
That ball hit high and deep. Stretch! Get on back there. They look up. You can put it on the board. Yes!
Into deep left center for Mitchell, and we'll see you tomorrow night.
That great music you're listening to is by Justin Nozick. Thanks to him for producing that music for us. You've been listening to the Benchwarmers Trivia Podcast. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media. We are at Benchwarmers TP.